You may have heard that Calgary is one of the best places to live in all of Canada. It's safe, more affordable, there's a great economy, it's close to the mountains, and so on and so on. And if you're asking me, yes, actually all this is true. However, in this video, I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why you might wanna reconsider. But I do have to have a disclaimer. Calgary is actually a beautiful city. My wife and I have friends up there. We visit them all the time. We go on weekend trips up there. We go to concerts, we go to Flames games, and we even go furniture shopping there all the time. And I actually also used to live in Calgary, so I like to think that I'm actually pretty knowledgeable. The city is a great place, and in reality, it's just not a bad city in any way. And I really do not want to put Calgary down. Now, my name's Kurtis Hawkins, and I'm a realtor located right here in Lethbridge, Alberta, which is just a short 2-hour drive south from Calgary. And I've helped a ton of clients move here from other provinces and other cities to make their move down to Lethbridge. And a lot of my clients have told me, you know, Kurtis, originally we thought we were gonna move to Calgary until we started to do some research and we found Lethbridge. And we thought it would just be a better fit for us, which is how I came up with this video idea. So reason number 1 is the commute times. With Calgary being such a sprawling city, commute times can be absolutely horrendous. Depending on what city that you're actually coming from and planning on move to Calgary, maybe you're gonna be used to it already, but in Lethbridge, it's pretty much anywhere in the city you can drive within about 5 to 20 minutes. I mean, 20 minutes is like one end of the city from the other. And we do not suffer from any type of rush hour. However, in Calgary, they definitely do have a rush hour, and the commute times and traffic times can be a huge headache. So reason number 2 is affordability. And now at the time of filming this video, the average single family detached home in Calgary is a whopping $572,000, which if you're comparing to BC or Toronto, might sound like a great deal. However, it's not the most affordable, because right here in Lethbridge, the average single family detached home is just under $350,000. And if you want to see just how far your money goes here in Lethbridge, then I highly encourage you to check out my YouTube channel for more of the home tours that I've been doing. And I'm telling you that Lethbridge is just a hidden gem that's holding some of the best value in the housing market in all of Canada. Now, before I move on to reason number 3, if Lethbridge was already on your consideration list and you want to start browsing for listings in the area, down below is a link to sign up for auto email listings. All you have to do is enter your desired criteria, and you're going to receive an email of every single listing as soon as it hits the market, so you never miss one. Or if you want to keep tabs on listings at your own pace, down in the description below is also a link to my app that has every single listing posted to the MLS and has cool features like a favorites list and a built-in mortgage calculator as well. So reason number 3 you might want to reconsider Lethbridge for Calgary is that it's just a faster pace of life. And this one's tricky because it might depend on what your kind of style is and what you're looking for out of your lifestyle. But if you like the hustle and bustle and love all the chaos, then maybe Calgary is a better fit for you. But if you're looking for quieter streets and a more small town feel, then maybe you want to consider Lethbridge. I've always said that Lethbridge has like a small town and big city feel, whereas we have everything you need. We have events, we have concerts, and we have all the big box stores that Canadians kind of rely on. And if I do go to a concert or a hockey game, it's almost a guarantee that I'm gonna run into somebody that I know and that I can chat with. So as a realtor, unfortunately, my image and how people perceive me is pretty important. Now, most people right now think of me as a new age realtor, and it's really hard for me to strike the balance between looking professional and looking modern, which is why I wear Cuts clothing on the daily. Not only is this product super fashion forward and high end, but the quality is incredible. And I know that basically anything that I put out is gonna look great on me. And with this being a new year, I do know that they have a bunch of new products that's on the timeline that they're gonna be launching this year that I am super excited for. I mean, last year they just came out with this polo, they got pants, they got shirts. I mean, they just started as a t-shirt brand, but they're really starting to evolve and becoming a full clothing brand that is my go-to day after day. So if you'd like to check out what Cuts Clothing has to offer, down in the description below is a link to 15% off your next Cuts purchase. Now, let's get back to the video. Reason number 4 is the weather. Now, again, Calgary isn't horrible, and they do benefit from Chinook winds, which we do too. Oh, and if you haven't heard of Chinook winds, it's basically like 3 or 4 days of really strong winds in the winter that bring in a bunch of warm air that warm us up during those cold months. And it's a bit of a pain to deal with the wind, but it does bring the warm air, so it's always appreciated. However, Lethbridge is still on average 2 to 4 degrees warmer on any given day than Calgary, and I would have to say in this regard, Lethbridge does have the slight advantage over Calgary here. Reason number 5 is the economy. So Calgary's economy is pretty oil and gas focused, which can be very volatile. And when oil and gas prices are high, Calgary's economy is booming and expanding along with their housing market. But in the other directions, you'll find that when oil and gas prices are low, you'll find that the economy tends to shrink and housing prices start to decline or at least slow down. I mean, if you just look at the downtown core, Calgary is already struggling. And right now, you will see a ton of vacant high-rises that used to be filled with oil and gas companies. Lethbridge, on the other hand, is actually a pretty diverse economy, and we don't rely on any one sector to remain stable. Our biggest and most prominent part of the economy is actually farming and agriculture, which is crucial to life as we know it, which is always stable and always churning. Now, the top employers in Lethbridge is actually the Lethbridge Health Services, like the hospital, and the next biggest is the University of Lethbridge, as well as the college, which are just big institutions that are constantly in operation. Further, we also have a bunch of different manufacturing in the industrial area. And what all this means is that the Lethbridge economy is very stable, and you don't see a lot of those big boom and bust cycles, especially in the housing market, where we are privileged to be home to one of the most stable markets in Canada. I mean, that's likely means that you're not gonna see those big, huge increases in home values, so you're not gonna get rich off your home, but you're also not gonna see those big drops, and you're also likely not to lose money on your home. I mean, over the last 2 years, Canada overall saw a huge increase in real estate, as you probably saw in the headlines, and even in Lethbridge, we did see record-breaking buys and sells, and yes, we did see property value increase about 20% over the last 2 years, but because we didn't increase so dramatically like you saw in Vancouver and Toronto, we're not gonna see a big drop either. Rather, you're likely to see a steady increase over time and less volatility. So in conclusion, if you're thinking about making that move to Calgary, I'm sure you're gonna absolutely love this city. But if you're looking for other options, I would highly recommend considering a city with a slower pace of life, a steady housing market, an ultra affordable cost of living, and very mild weather. And if you want to learn more about Lethbridge, please hit that subscribe button and check out my channel that has a ton of other videos about the pros and cons of living in Lethbridge. And of course, if you have any questions at all, be sure to leave a comment down below. Or if you want to get in touch with me in person, be sure to call, text, or email me. My cell phone number is located right down here, I think, or maybe on this side. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.